If you hate your 9 to 5 job and you just can't quit right now, well, this video is for you. Don't worry, you are not alone. I am currently in the same situation as well. And the truth is, most of us don't actually hate work. Like, if the job had just been exactly like the Indeed description, well, then it would not have been nearly that bad. We just hate feeling undervalued, overworked, and stuck in a job that we can't leave because we need the paycheck. And so before you rage quit or burn out completely, I want to introduce to you the most tactical first step to escaping your 9 to 5 job: quiet quitting. I want to talk about quiet quitting, but not in the way that most YouTubers talk about it. Let's start by first clearing some things up. Quiet quitting is not sleeping on the job or slacking off on the job. It simply means to do the work that you are paid for. Not any more, not any less. And on top of that, it also means to not overextend yourself for the company. And on top of that, it also means to not carry emotional baggage related to the job that aren't yours. And most importantly, as you're quiet quitting, your main goal should be to reclaim your mental energy. And then, as a result, you can then plan your escape from your 9 to 5 job. Back in my early days when I first got hired as a crew member at Popeyes, aka my current job at the moment for the past 5 to 6 months, everyone praised my work because I was putting in extra work. And on top of that, I was also picking up a lot of covers, a lot of extra shifts that I didn't have to pick up, but I picked up because, well, one, I wanted to make more money. Two, I wanted to leave the best of impressions to everybody. I think that's what most people do. But it makes sense because you always want to leave a good first impression. Because let me tell you, how bad your job is depends a lot on your manager as well. Let's just say you currently hate your job at this level and it's not related to your manager. Well, let's just say tomorrow your manager just start hating you. This meter up somehow, up, all the way up. However, if your manager likes you and actually works around your schedule and actually approve your PTO, well then it's gonna go down. Your life is gonna be a lot better if you and your manager get along. So leave that good impression. But then along the way of working extra hard, I began to realize, why? Why am I doing all of this? I'm not getting paid anymore for this. Yeah, I might get promoted to become a shift leader at Popeyes, but at Popeyes, that's 50 cents more than a crew member. 50 cents more, but it's a lot more work and a lot more responsibility. So yeah, I'm good. And on top of this, my degree is in accounting, not packing chicken. And yet I stayed, thinking that being a good worker will eventually pay off. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Aside from paying off my credit card debt sooner, in other aspects of my life, I would argue that I had achieved nothing from working harder at Popeyes. Actually, no, that's a lie. I had actually achieved something from working at Popeyes that most only achieve in their 40s. Back pain. And so recently, after I got out of my credit card debt, I had stopped giving away my excess energy to the job. And instead, I now use the job to help fund and build my exit plan. And to be honest, and not to exaggerate or anything, but quiet quitting has changed my life ever since I started doing it. I used to dread clocking into work for my 5 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. shifts because afterwards I would come out all depressed and hating my work life. And as a result, I began to hate my life too because of the fact that I was trapped to my job. Well, then why did I do the night shifts if I hated it so much, you may ask? Well, nobody wanted those hours, meaning more hours for me. But then ever since I started quiet quitting and began to work more normal hours, aka 9 to 5, my work life and life quality overall has improved significantly. Even though I get less hours now, that honestly does not matter that much to me anymore, especially now that I'm out of debt. And for now, my plan is to quiet quit until I have a job lined up, and then boom, I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks, I'm out. But yeah, enough about me. What about you? How do you know that it's time to quietly quit your job? Well, number one, you take work home in your head and then you proceed to do homework, even though you're not getting paid to do so. Number two, Your job description keeps expanding even though your paycheck or position doesn't. Number 3, you're exhausted before, during, and after work. No matter how much sleep you get, you're still exhausted. And number 4, and this one is probably the biggest one, you constantly fear coming back to work. And so, on your off days, if all you can think about is how much work is gonna suck once you clock back in, that right there is a huge sign to begin quiet quitting. So now, how can you begin to quiet quit? Well, first, you don't want to do it at the expense of your reputation, because that could very well affect your resume, recommendation, and your future job changes. So more specifically, here's how you can begin quiet quitting without ruining your reputation at work, or even worse, losing your damn job. There's a reason why we're quiet quitting and not quitting, okay? We need our jobs. And that is something that I had actually talked about in this video. Number 1, stick to your job description and then just do those tasks. And then when a new task that pops up that isn't your responsibility, say this: I can certainly do that, but what should I drop from my to-do list at the moment? Remember, you are human, not a robot. If they need multiple tasks done, well, then they need multiple employees, not just you. Number 2, respect your work hours. No more replying to your manager when they text you asking you to come in at 2 p.m. to work a night shift. It is the manager's responsibility to schedule the workforce for that week. And if you are not on the schedule based on your availability, you're not on the schedule. If somebody calls off, that is not your problem. That is the manager's problem and the person who called off's problem. Go ahead and live your life because you deserve the time off. You honestly don't even need to give them a good reason to not cover them. Just be like, it's my day off. Bye. And number 3, still act professionally, just maybe less emotionally attached. Unless you're trying to chase that promotion, you are not obligated to go above and beyond for your workplace. As long as you work good enough to the point where it is within good odds and reason that your job is secured and that you won't get fired tomorrow because you suck or whatever, just know that you will be okay. Because that's a common reason why people don't quiet quit for themselves. They're scared of getting fired. If you're good enough, you'll be fine. And with that said, here is why quiet quitting is a good choice for you, potentially. It gives you back 2 crucial things: time and mental energy. And with those 2 things, you can now do the task that your job has been keeping you from doing, which is to create a runway to actually leave your job safely. Stuff such as updating your resume, applying to other jobs, applying to 1,000 other jobs actually. And aside from applying to other jobs, you can also start that business or side hustle that you've been dreaming of doing, or upgrade your skills or learn new skills, or educate yourself financially, etc., etc. Instead of going from I hate my job to now I'm unemployed and I'm broke. What quiet quitting gives you is that you are slowly transitioning out of that job the healthy way. And what's great about that is that at the same time, you get to protect your mental energy without losing your reliable source of income. And one more thing, additionally, while you're doing this, don't let anybody at work or outside of work shame you for doing what you need to do to protect you and your mental health. Your manager isn't thinking about you and they don't know what's best for you when they're asking you to work additional hours at your job, aka overtime. Only you know what's best for you. So just do what's best for your mental health, not the company's best interests. The company. You come first. And having said all of that, if you're still watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, that's me, I hate my job too, but I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, well then subscribe, because a lot of this channel is dedicated to ranting about how much 9-to-5 jobs suck. And also, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and remember to drop a comment down in the comment section down below. Have you ever thought about quiet quitting? And if so, what's your next move to actually quit the 9-to-5 job that you've been hating to move on to something that actually gives your life purpose? Those of us who are in the same situation, I sincerely hope that we all figure it out together. And if you want more quitting jobs related content, well then you can watch my previous video where I reacted to people quitting their jobs and how much happier it made them after quitting their jobs. So trust me, you are not alone. And I wish you the very best. Anyways, that's about it.